In this lesson with a roof, I just want to change the front over the garage from a hip roof to a Dutch gable. Basically, to do that, we can just touch the surface or the edge of the roof, and you'll notice that the arrow or the pitching point over the garage has turned green. That's making that active. The other arrows, as you can see going around the perimeter of the building, are red. So that means I'm just going to work on the front one that is green. So if I right click my mouse and select the properties option, I can then go and change the shape of the roof. So at the moment I've got a surface one which is 25 degrees and 750 overhang. If I go and grab a roof section, please just pay attention to this section area here. I've got surface one. If I go and touch the roof shape option and select my Dutch hip, which is in our case a Dutch gable, see how it added a second surface in here which is called a gable. So the first one is correct. 25 degree pitch, 750 overhang, which is less my 150 for my veneer and my cavity, gives me a 600 eave. This horizontal distance is something I want to change because that's the distance from the outside of the pitching plate to the vertical face of my Dutch gable, and I want to make that in this case 2100. Then I click on surface 2 up the top here, and all I want to do there is change the properties of my Dutch gable to be an overhang of 300, and this display gable. Notice on the side here where this image is, it's sort of blank in the middle there. If I tick that, it just adds some cladding to it, and that's what it will do, although it will look like a Dutch gable once we go back to the drawing. So if I hit OK now, notice how I've got my Dutch gable set there. If I go and have a look at that in 3D, there's my Dutch gable. Alright, so basically what I want to do now is just quickly show you at the back. If I touch the one at the back, right click, go to the properties, change my roof shape, I want a gable. Where it says display gable, just tick that to put some cladding on it, and that then gives me a gable at the back and a Dutch gable at the front. If we go and have a look at the back, there's my full gable, and we sort of rotate it around with my orbit. We can just have a look and see how the roof's all shaping up. Alright, so we'll just continue with that. Just have a look around. Notice we haven't got columns in. We've got to do a bit of work on this side where our walls are projecting out. We'll have a look at all that later. But just for simple roof shapes, that's it for that lesson. Thank you.